Welcome back to Insta Yarn Creations. I'm Crystal. In this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to do the shell stitch. I will put a picture up in the corner here so that you can see what my sample looks like of the completed shell stitch. So I've gone ahead and I've done my chain in my first row. So when you're doing this shell stitch, you want to do it in multiples of 6 and then plus 2. So I did a chain of 24 and then I added 2, which gives me 26 stitches. And then the next row, starting from the second chain from the hook, I did 25 single crochets. Okay, so the next row is what gets us started on the actual shell pattern. So for row 2, we need to chain 1. And then we need to do 1 single crochet in the base of chain 1. Sorry, I'm trying to see where I'm at here and my light is in my way. So we're going to do a single crochet just in that first chain there at the base. And then we are going to we're going to skip 2 stitches. So 1, 2. And now we are going to work 5 double crochet all in the same stitch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that creates our first shell. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches again. So 1, 2, and we're going to do a single crochet. So that anchors our shell. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that process from the skipping of the 2 stitches. So we're going to skip 2 more stitches, and then we're going to do 5 double crochet into this stitch. Four, 5. You can probably hear my bird in the background. I do have my headphones in when I do these because it's easier for me to, make my videos a little bit louder. Because I'm not a very loud speaker, although I'm trying. But I still think that my microphone on my headphones picks up background noise. So I'm sure you can probably hear my bird. He must be feeling a little lonely, so I'll have to go down and talk to him after I'm finished this video. He can probably hear me talking up here, and that's why he's like, I hear her, where is she? Okay, so I got a little derailed there. All right, so now we've done our second shell, so we need to anchor that. So we're going to skip 2 stitches, and then we're going to place a single crochet in there, and then we need to skip 2 more stitches, and we're going to do another 5 double crochets into this stitch. So I don't know why I have a hard time saying that, but the shell stitch, it's like that riddle, she sells seashells by the seashore. 2, 3, 4, hard time. But the shell stitch is quite simple. It's just single crochets and double crochets. Okay, so we need to anchor that. So we need to skip 2 stitches. Okay, so now that I think we need to skip our 2 stitches. Do our 5 double crochets. 2, So the equipment that I use to hold my phone, and I've shown it in either a picture or maybe I've done like a story on it. I actually have a what am I trying to say? It has a light attached to it, and I have it angled here, so my hands kind of are working underneath this bar that's over here that you guys can't see, and I keep bumping it because I lift my hand up too far, and then it hits it, and then I shake the camera, so I apologize if it's a little bouncy. Okay, so we're going to finish off, so we would normally skip our 2 stitches, and then we're just going to anchor that with our single crochet. So that completes our first row of. Okay, so we're going to start working on row 3 now. So for row 3 we need to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet into the base of the chain 1, or our chain 3 there. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2. We're going to anchor that with a single crochet. We're going to skip 2 stitches. We're going to work kind of in that little valley there, and we're going to do 5 double crochets. One more. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2 stitches, do a single crochet, which is kind of like at the top of the previous shell stitch. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2 stitches. So again, we're kind of working in that little valley right there. And we're going to do our 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course we're going to skip 2, anchor that with our single crochet, go into the next valley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're going to skip 2 stitches, anchor that with our single crochet. So now at the end here, we're going to skip 2 stitches. Oops, my hook's in the way. So we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So in our very last stitch, we're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, oops, 2, and 3. And that completes our round 3. So you can see it, you know, the shell stitches taking shape there. Might be a little hard to see with this color, but I think as you go along it'll become more noticeable, and if you decide to change colors as well. I think the shell stitch looks really nice when you alternate between the rows because it kind of draws out those shell stitches a little bit better. Okay, so I am going to show you how to do row 4 just because it's a little bit different than the last row we just did. And then once you complete row 4, then you just alternate between rows 3 and 4 as you go through your project. So for round 4, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet into the base there, into that first stitch. And then we're going to skip 2 half double crochets. So again, we're working in that little valley there. And we're going to do 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so once again, we're going to skip 2 stitches. We're going to anchor that with a single crochet. And then we'll do skip 2 and do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so once again, we'll skip 2 stitches, do a single crochet to anchor that. We're going to go into the valley there, do 5 more double crochet. Whoops. One, 2, whoops, 3, 4, and 5. So again, okay, so we just need to finish up our last shell stitch here. So no different than before, we're just going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, whoops, out of the, like 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now we're just going to single crochet to the top of our chain 3. So I'm just going to go right in there and just do a single crochet to the top of that. And that completes our round 4. So yeah, you can kind of start seeing it's coming. You can kind of see them, but like I said, if you change colors between the rows, I think it would make them pop out a little bit more. I mean, this kind of has kind of like an elegant look where it's like subtle, but it's kind of, you know, unique as well. But yeah, so that is your stitch of the week. That is the shell stitch. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If there's any stitches that you would like to see me do a tutorial on, please let me know in the comments. See you soon. Bye.